To me. Welcome guys to our live stream. So, guys, meme coins have gone crazy, and why would you blame people? Because just look at this news. Like, do we see this popping up? Like, Ron, this doesn't work anymore. But people have been making or turning $1,000 into $100,000. 100x returns on a coin called Dogwifhat, right? This is insane, and this is actually before the second pump. This is actually
Yeah, if he had waited a bit more, it could have been
200,000, or maybe $500,000. But
May.
this is the insanity we're dealing with. We're seeing very high trade volume on meme coins, and we have to talk about this. But we're gonna give you guys an honest take on it because absolutely it's crazy. The amount of gains, the amount of volume, it's nuts. But that being said, it's not always winners. All right. And this is why we're going to have two contrasting opinions here. So me, on my side, I've done my meme coin research for the past 3-4 weeks now, but Ron has been doing it for months on end, right? And I have a lot of exposure as well. I'm going to tell you exactly what I've done. I'm going to be very transparent. I've been trading it massively with my channel yesterday. And I can tell you, it's actually TLDR. I'll do a spoiler alert. TLDR, it's a freaking crazy market. There is a lot of opportunity, but it is savage AF. Yeah. All right, we are savage AF. There are coins that will crash in hours, and when you're playing meme coins, you're looking at things in the hour time frame sometimes.
Yes.
Hour
Sometimes
or minutes,
yeah.
minutes time frame. So it's not. This is not a. I would say this is why it's actually very hard for us to do a live stream about this and to do not do a long-term video about this. You know why? It's because at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, these are not all HODL coins. Not all of these are going to make it, especially when you're talking about a huge quantity of live streams. So I just put that out there. That's not financial advice, blah, blah, blah. But meme coins are extremely dangerous. But because sometimes I'm overly cautious, I feel like Ron here is a little bit more aggressive. So do you want to do an intro, Ron, like what you've been doing and what's happening recently?
Yes. So for those of you who have seen my live streams on Boxmining Plus, I've covered a lot about meme coins for the past 2 weeks. And I covered about BONK when it was at 500 million market cap. And now it's like 1.2 billion, 2x. Not bad. I mean,
2x only?
Not bad.
Hey.
Because it's very dangerous to talk about meme coins in general. But the current market conditions right now is people are really aping. They're just yeeting ETH into another chains, and then they're gonna rotate it into another chain. So
and you've been trading a lot recently, right? Like
yes,
you've been. The story of Ron is I made him quit video games. So I was like, Ron, you have to quit video games, okay? And then you have to come into crypto like hardcore. So you're now hardcore into crypto. You're trading at night.
Yeah, my playtime on TradingView, 3 different exchanges, dexes as well. Very up, very high. And I've just been looking at Twitter and Telegrams, and here's where
in every alpha group pretty much.
Here's where you want to really look at meme coins that are gonna pump fast. It's when they're sharing it on alpha Telegram groups, because they talk about it. They degen a lot more than Twitter, right? Twitter is mostly like public announcement type stuff, but when you want live conversations, Telegrams is there, and the lifespan for those kind of conversations like a day or 2, and then they're gonna rotate into another meme coin, if that makes any sense.
All right, let's get excited. Okay, let's get started. Let's go. Let's fire off the opening. Let's go. All right, guys, we're back. We're back. Okay, so I feel like I haven't streamed a lot, so I think Shogo Baggins is asking where everyone's at. I do see that I think people are funneling in. I think I did a mistake here. I think I share this on both. I share this live stream on both channels right now, Boxmining Plus and Boxmining normal. So I think I shouldn't do that in the future, but because I think that actually affects the YouTube algo. But anyways, guys, let's take a quick look at just the meme coin scenario or the market conditions right now. So there's a lot of red on the market today.
Yeah.
Actually, we're kind of slowly recovering. We see BONK at minus 17%, but that's expected, right? BONK had a crazy run. BONK was the leader of this run. It shot all the way up. And it got listed on two major exchanges, Coinbase and Binance. No, not BONK, BONK.
I can look here.
There you go. Oh, yeah, sorry. Here. Oh, sorry. You're much faster. But, anyways, but this is a situation where it just had an enormous rally, right? Like if you manage to scoop up BONK here, it'd be insane. Even here or here, these are crazy entry points. And we were talking before we started this live stream because the creator of BONK was actually at the Solana hackathon. So if you guys watched our video on the Solana hackathon, we interviewed different people. Like there were legit projects, but there's also a lot of memes there, right? And I think this is one thing that I didn't really cover that aggressively. I feel like I should have put memes front and center, but we did talk to the guy.
Yeah, and what's interesting is I'd say 20% of their panel discussions are solely about meme coins, which is interesting because you don't see that in an Ethereum conference or any other chain conferences. But Solana, they are
quite degen.
Yeah, very degen. But the data that they presented when they're doing their presentations, they explain very well that meme coins are a robust indicator to show how strong a layer 1 is.
Yeah, because right now it's super cheap to trade on Solana. So like looking at Dogwifhat, look, the volume is nuts. All right, 24-hour volume is $74 million. Right, that is a lot of. That's a lot of volume, right?
Yeah.
And on top of that, each trade on Solana is super cheap, which is why Solana is pretty much becoming the de facto playground for memes now because of just how cheap it is. Right now, there's two major exchanges dominating Solana, so there's Jupiter and Radium. But Radium seems to be not as good, but it seems to have more coin choices than everyone else.
I kind of disagree, actually. If you pull up Dune Analytics, right? Where's the one? Oh, I shared it with you.
Yes, here. Me narrative.
Oh, this is the other one. I'll show you the other one. So, Solana, shitcoin.
Oh, I'm actually quite surprised that the chat volume is so low. It feels like a lot of people are not able to chat. Are you guys having... Okay, so we see chat happening on Boxmining Plus. Okay. Hey, I think people are on both Plus and on the main mining channel. So Boxmining. It's surprising that we have people watching, but the chat is not that strong. We actually have more chat on the other one, so just using memes. Okay, guys, say hi if you're here, okay? Because I'm just seeing what's up with the chat here. It's a bit.
Do you have login, Michael, for...
No, I don't have login, actually.
Okay. But basically, this page, so if you just Google
Solana
Solana
shitcoins, okay.
Analytics, most of the volume actually came from Radium.
From Radium.
Exactly. And if we look at, what was that? Dogwifhat. This is all just on-chain. This is insane. And
yeah, that's insane volume on-chain. That is actually quite nuts. So here's the deal. So let me tell you my story, and then we'll tell Ron's story for as well. But my story with this is that I've been buying a lot. So if you've been tracking my wallet, so I created a new wallet for this. It's just michaelbox.sol. So that's a Solana account. I've been trading. So I've been a little bit degen. So I'll show the group right here. Say hi, everyone. So in the main Boxmining private group, what I've been doing is that anytime someone talks about a meme coin, I'll buy it. All right, that's I mean, it makes sense, right? So I bought both new coins like Dogwifhat, and then we got like Grussi, we got Dogwifhat, Dog Without Hat, Cat. Like I mean, there's a bunch, right? There's Goku, people like Goku. There's a Ghost with Hat. So I've been buying a lot of these coins, and my policy was I'm just gonna play with one Solana each, and then if the coin goes up, I'll take profit at around probably like 80% to one up. If it's up 80%, I'll take my initial principal back.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, if it goes down, I'll add some more. All right. So that was my policy. So far, I can tell you the result was that after playing for yesterday and today, and I really use the word play here because there's really not much to this. It's good to get a market gauge, and this is why I do this, right? To get a gauge on how strong the market is and how fast people dump and how fast people pump, right? These are the two main factors, right? How strong is the pump?
The
right?
pump.
The pump, and how strong is the damp? All right, the damp is also strong. All right, so the end result, all right, after playing with yesterday is that I'm almost net neutral in terms of Solana, but what I have gained is I have gained a bunch of coins. So I pretty much got coins for free because the coins that I bought, it went up in value and I took my principal back, so I got it back. So it's not a large amount. It's not a large amount to play, but the results are actually surprisingly good. This is a good comparison versus last time I did this experiment. So I did this. I always gauge the market with meme coins. All right. So this is the there's a reason for doing this. So last time what I did was I asked people, like, yet again, same strategy. What meme coins are you guys into? And then we'll enter positions, right? So last time we did this, it was right after PEPE took off to the moon. But what happened was that the results were extremely negative, right? So this was a total deployment of $8,000. But then last time, the market crashed very, very quickly because it just couldn't sustain itself.
And this was in the bear when
this was in the bear. This was in the bear. So this, like, roughly the time for this was at this time when PEPE was here.
Yeah.
Was this
All the way down here.
All right. Okay. All right. Good. Great to have Ron, by the way. Ron is a very good. He's sometimes sub, he's sometimes carry, but he's very good nowadays. So this was at this time in April, June-ish, but at that time memes were not as strong as this. I'll say right now that memes are a lot stronger. People are definitely deploying more into memes.
Yeah.
It's not. I would say it's not Dogecoin levels. It's not here. Okay, it's not. We're not at this level. So I think that's my general analysis of the situation where you buy these memes and they go up. Especially memes. What went up for me were memes that seem to be dead. So people are like, oh, don't buy, Dogwifhat. It seems to be like overbought. But because there's so much FUD in the market, rather like going against the market sometimes is good. And then the small ones like what was it? K-pop went well for me. PopCat went well for me. Like, you joke, it is, right? These things are very, very, like, it's just stupid, right? It's like, I mean, there's a dog with a hat and a dog without a hat, right? I mean, but one good way to track it, if you guys are interested in playing with this and playing around, I think Bird Eye was pretty good because it actually shows you your entry positions. Like, if you log in with your wallet, you can shows you your entry position, your exit positions. And obviously, what was super surprising was just how fast and how much liquidity there is in this market. So when you need to sell a coin, it was fast. All right. So I think that was a general take on it. How was your experience, Ron?
So it's all about rotation in this space right now for meme coins. So because now what's popping is Dogwifhat, and then over the weekends it was Coq Inu. Right?
Yeah, Coq Inu.
Coq Inu.
Coq Inu.
Someone in the
Coq
comment
Inu.
told me that it's actually a play on word. It's Coq Inu.
It's not cock out of you. It's Coq Inu.
Exactly. And now they're making black
Coq Inu.
Coq Inu.
So this tells you the sensibility of the market. I mean,
Yeah.
like, I'm face palming because I've been in the space for such a long time, and like sometimes you're just like, oh my god, can people stop being so immature? But it makes sense, right? Like, if you think about it from a rational perspective, like, Christmas is coming up, right? Right now we are December 20th.
Oh my god.
We're 5 days away from Christmas. No one wants to be serious, right? No one wants to be serious. So people want dog with hat. Dog Llama 666 says dog with bra.
Yeah.
And then we have SD wife with hat.
Yeah.
Was it wife or wife with hat? Anyways, with hat.
Yeah.
So people are looking for comedy at this point. I think there was so much stress in the markets. People are looking for this. This is why we see this explosion and people putting good money. So is it rationally? I don't think it's rational. But at the same time, sometimes irrationality is good.
Yeah. So, like, my strategy is if you had FOMO'd in and you caught yourself trapped when you bought at all-time high, you have to consider what kind of meme coins you're looking at. So there are HODL bags and then there are rotation plays, right? So the HODL bags for me right now is BONK. So you're
still HODLing BONK.
Yeah. If we look at BONK's price.
All right. I have a confession to make. I sold all my BONK.
Oh, maybe you caused that.
I sold all my
You caused the retracement.
I sold all my BONK. I did buy BONK, guys, but then I was like, the moment okay, I'll show you guys so it doesn't sound like I'm taking a shit on you guys, but um the moment people are talking about like, oh, we're still early, we're like, I'm expecting 10 billion cap, I'm like, okay, I'm out. Like when people post like that, it's like it's too aggressive,
Yeah,
right?
it's too aggressive.
It's still not at that time. I like my general take on this was like why I was a little bit cautious, more cautious than normal, is because it's still not that insane time yet.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly. Because if you look at the trading volume for meme tokens, right, we didn't have as crazy as we did for Pepe. And this correlates with Bitcoin's price. Right? This would be an exception because this was during the bear when Bitcoin was around 20, 25-ish K. And now when we're trending up, it's still kind of pretty slow. So there's still much room to be made. So if you think you're caught buying in at the top, there are going to be several meme coins that are really going to ride when Bitcoin reclaims all-time high. We want to see volume like this, right? This was mostly dominated by Dogecoin, and then here was Shiba Inu, right? And now here we have all sorts of variety.
So this is my cautious play. So I'm not sure if this can focus on the camera will focus on this. There you go. So I was a little bit sneaky here. I guess you guys can see it. I bought it on the way up, so you can see the average price was 0.009. And then I sold it pretty much on the top because I was like, people were too bullish on this, right? Like when people are talking about exchange listings, you always like kind of sell at that time. So I actually managed to exit with a 2x on this. But I feel like this was the right play, right? Like now I can re-enter. I don't actually mind re-entering at this point.
What you can do is you can just scalp long and then rotate again.
Yeah,
that's all I've been doing.
But I think that makes sense, right? That actually makes sense as an altcoin trading strategy. Like don't be too greedy right now. Like it's good to hold on to some. Like if you look at what I'm doing with these like early meme coins, I'm just holding on. I took some profit. I'm holding on. I'm not looking to make like not financial advice, but my strategy was I'm not gonna make crazy amounts because like I still need to protect principal, right? And I think like everyone's strategy is different, but for me, protecting principal is important and getting a market gauge is important. For me, like I feel like gauging the market and sensing what the market needs and wants is a lot more important because I'm looking at the row further down. I can see a much bigger volume wise. Like I can see like if you talk about trade volume, right now we're tiny, right? I can see another huge explosion like the PEPE explosion, but coming probably in like after April, March, April, at around that time when the excitement's on. Right now, the retail, in terms of the general public people viewing, I see that the numbers are up, but it's like the retail numbers is not ridiculous yet.
Yeah,
right. It's not fully there yet. So I feel like it's still a situation where we just need to have a more cautious approach. But I think you also have a different approach, Ron, because you were also playing on leverage a few times. What was your theory behind that?
For leverage, mostly I look at the ones that are really trending on top. So BRC20s and Solana meme coins. But like I said, it's.
But what's the thought behind that strategy? Why would you think? Why would you want to do leverage on meme coins?
Because of the trading volume. The first thing I look at is trading volume, and if it's high, I know it's going to be volatile. So what I do is I look at the 4-hour time frame for the longer meme coins. The small ones I don't even look at. Like there's no point doing TA. But if we look at BONK, you can actually scalp it very well if you know what you're doing.
But also I just want to fill in this. I think it's just filling the audience in here, right? But it's like you play it because of the extreme volatility, and it's an asymmetrical bet to you, right? To you, it's an asymmetrical bet, right? So what you're doing is you're doing extreme leverage, and if you lose the position, you're fine. I think that's key. That's key here, right?
Yeah. So I just put $10 margin, and then I do really high leverage. But I enter at the lowest support range. So if I miss out, then it's fine, right? But if it retraces to that level, then okay, I got in. And then if it bounces up, then that's already like 400, 500%.
So you're looking for these impossible gains.
Yeah.
You don't mind risking it off. So I think it's all different strategies because we all adapted, and I feel like something that having Ron here is good at is because we have different ways of getting to that position, right? Because Ron's starting point is a little bit later than me. He joined crypto a little bit later.
Yeah.
So he's trying to make up for the lost time.
Exactly.
For me, I've been here longer, but I'm more worried about my position, right? If I lose a lot of the wealth accumulated over time, I feel like it's gonna take a lot of time for me to work that up. So for me, I'm looking for, obviously I'm still looking for big returns right now, but I'm also looking for ways to hedge.
Yeah.
You know that infamous tweet where a certain person in Alameda did not hedge, but as I get a little bit older, I'm looking to hedge my positions. I still want to have fun, but I want to make sure that my positions are hedged. So I feel like that's a little bit of difference here.
Yeah.
But also, I want to say on leverage as well, something that I did try last season with Dogecoin was I purchased the Doge Bull. So Doge Bulls was a 3x leverage position on Doge.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's like at that time I thought I was crazy, right? At that time I thought this is like such a crazy strategy. People tell you not to leverage and then you go leverage the most volatile asset. Like, are you stupid? But it makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Right? Because at the end of the day, this is like you're kind of like embracing how volatile and how crazy it can go up.
Yeah.
It can go crazy down, but it can go crazy up.
Exactly.
Right? So that actually worked very well when Elon was not tweeting about Doge.
Yeah.
Right? So Doge fodder at that time, he was hot, but then he wasn't tweeting about Doge. So I was like looking for periods when he stopped tweeting, and I was like, this guy, it's in waves, right? He's gonna tweet and shut up, and then tweet and shut up, right? So during those waves, I was taking on Doge positions, and I think that was a good trade. So I think everything works. But yet again, because it's not financial advice, you guys need to have your own discretion there. But I do want to say Llama 6666666, we're still early, and I totally agree. I mean, if you look at the amount of volume, like total volume on meme coins, it's not there yet. And I feel like retail isn't really here yet either. No. Because something I've realized with these meme coins is that the people who are playing are people who are like deep into our channels, like deep into private channels. It's still very PvP right now. It's like we cannot defy gravity.
And plus, if you look at newcomers coming to Bitcoin, you look at new Bitcoin wallet generating, because usually the ones that come into crypto first, they always look at Bitcoin first, right? So, and recently it's still pretty low in terms of new wallet being generated. So that's one of the indicators that says we're still not.
Yeah, we're still not there yet. We're still. I feel like this is going to be an interesting event because we see an event like this when I first joined crypto where Christmas people calm down. So I expect that the meme market will have a correction near Christmas because people will not have this crazy amount of time to trade. I think people who are trading right now, they're experienced in crypto. They know how to be aggressive. But at the same time, they need to take a break. So Christmas is, I expect, when they take a break. But that's when also people start talking to other people about Christmas, right? Protolist says it's PvP right now, and that's PvP with the crypto people, right? There is a little bit of gain in the market, so I feel like there is a little bit of asymmetry here. It's not like, so I'd rather play this than to play casino, because casino, the house always wins. But I see here that the meme coin market is growing, so when you're playing on a growing market, it makes sense. Like you do have, you're PvPing, but you have but the house is losing, or the house is growing, right? The house is growing, and it's here. But when retail comes in, that's when the big impact comes, and this is what I think we're all looking for. So I kind of see this as a break. I'm balancing my time between investing in different projects. We see a lot of GameFi projects popping up. I see GameFi being hot. I see DeFi being hot. I see a lot of projects still raising with $1 million raise, which is very, very sexy with big names attached to it. So I see a lot of sexiness in the market.
VCs are aggressive again.
Recently I've spent a lot of time on Fame. Which is like just a totally wild different concept. Like it was all about these influencers, artificial AI influencers. It had a crazy launch, and now the price is stabilized. But I see legit projects that are capturing a particular industry. I see that as the long-term play for the months of like I say like January, February, March, I see that coming in because the people who are working hard now, they're focusing on these projects.
Yeah.
There's also talk about rotation as well. I see that in the next season, there's going to be rotation to coins or to chains that don't have that much attention.
Yeah.
It's like all of a sudden AVAX just got a lot of attention,
Yeah.
right? And then that rotation rotated to Injective.
Yeah.
Like Injective had like a huge
Insane
volume and insane.
I never thought it would make past $30.
Yeah. And people were initially flooding Cosmos-based blockchains, but the people who have built and done good work, that's gonna come next. So I feel like my time is split between memes, which I feel like is worth the research time, and also looking at the split between memes and then looking at the rotations. So I think next rotations we can probably look at maybe maybe looking at Phantom. Phantom is huge and a lot of people
lagging behind.
It's lagging.
Yeah, Phantom is lagging behind.
But what's interesting is Phantom can support a huge number of meme coins. So if we know that this is like the preview of what's to come, then Phantom is going to be crazy. So Phantom, looking at what is it, Algorand a little bit. Algorand's never really got the time in the spotlight before.
Yeah,
I feel like it's there, and of course the layer 2 solution. So I can definitely see that the market is just like it's a good time to commit a lot of time, and it's a good time to gauge the market. Am I fully deploying to memes? No, I can kind of see the way I'm playing. I'm playing as a research perspective, but the other perspective is Ron is playing as a alpha perspective. You're getting. I
play it like it's a game.
You play it like a game.
Well, obviously I have HODL bags.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
that makes sense. So I feel like that's kind of the pulse of the market right now. Tone Lee says, look for projects that have all coins in circulation. Absolutely. And there was one experience I had yesterday with it was what was it? It was a cat, Maxwell the cat, MAXCAT. Maxwell the cat. What was kind of interesting with Maxwell the cat was that when it dumped like with crazy. So actually it's up actually pretty interesting. So
and if you see a movement like, oh Michael, the camera, it's hiding the.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's right. Let's move our heads a bit. So that's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
When it dumped with like impunity.
Yeah.
Impunity. But then of course it resurrected. So like it's surprising. Sometimes like you have to have guts for this.
Yeah.
So I tried to catch a dip here. It was kind of interesting with this trade. I tried to catch a dip, and it's like it's very hard to catch a dip.
Yeah.
All right. I tried here to catch a dip, and then it just like dumped even more. Right.
Yeah.
So I think that was my experience. I was like, okay, no, don't catch a dip on meme coins. I think that was one experience I learned from yesterday. It's like don't catch a dip. Maybe like when it kind of peters out, people think it's dead. Okay, now I actually resurrected, so I think I can get my money back, but.
Yeah,
we'll see.
If you're trapped, you want to look for a move like this where it's consolidating sideways, and it'll take pretty long sometimes. But this is on the 15-minute chart, so we're looking at how many hours? Maybe 7 or 8 hours. Then it starts turning up. Then if this breaks past this, then it's a good time to enter. You're not gonna enter from the bottom, but at least you're riding the momentum, which is what meme coins is all about. If you cannot buy from the bottom, you're riding on momentum, and then you rotate quick, very fast. That's how it works. Yeah,
and I think it's a different play style. Like initially when I came into this, I didn't want to be glued to my computer.
Yeah.
Right? Like this is like it's unfortunate, but like sometimes you want to invest and forget.
Yeah.
Right? Like I did my invest and forget last month. So in terms of my personal strategy, what I've done a lot is I've been using Lido to extract the most out of my Ethereum. So liquid staking is really good. I try to set up a lot of my own nodes for this. I guys showed you all nodes and how to do it. But at the end of the day, I ended up just using Lido because it was just so fast. Like you can buy Ethereum and stake it, right? Buy it and stake, buy and stake, buy and stake. So I've been doing that on my personal front. And these are things that I can just like forget about, right? Like stake it, forget about it. Check up on your wallet once in a while.
Yeah.
The other one that was quite interesting in terms of building up my passive wealth was stuff on Beefy Finance. So Beefy is a good chain indicator. This is actually taught by my good friend Justin Wu. He's been researching very heavily on coins here. But something that he's been doing is he's been looking at different chains and he's been seeing what the strongest APY is. What's interesting about that is it tells you what people are trading. The APY comes from trading, so you actually start to understand what people are trading and also what to farm, right? So I threw coin at the AVEX USDC APT and it's getting 152% APY.
It aggregates all dexes.
It aggregates dexes, which is good. So you can see that the market right now, there's so many tools right now to use, and you can use tools in different ways. You don't have to ape into everything, but you can use tools to get a gauge. Okay, AVEX has a lot of trade activity here. Trader Joe is good, and you can actually look at their historical rates, and these APY, super high APY, like the 1000% APYs, these came at a time when AVEX was pumping. All right, so when they're pumping, obviously the APY is a lot higher. You do suffer in permanent loss, but I feel like right now, what's very different about farming now versus farming then is that the calculators are much better.
Yeah.
So you can understand your positions a lot better, and you can understand how much your daily gains are at this point, and your gauge on the market. So those are some tools I hope to share a lot of alpha with you guys on this channel to grow our channel. This is a lot more intense in terms of the content coverage. I feel like right now it's smart people crypto. This is not like a dumb fire and forget crypto right now.
Yeah.
It's like you have to use your brain. You have to, if you're trading meme coins, you have to know when your exit points are.
Yeah.
If you're trading or you're getting alpha, you must understand what impermanent loss is and to min max on everything there. So that's my 2 cents on everything.
Yeah, and people are saying, it's dumb money right now because people are investing in meme coin. It's rotation plays. It's the veterans who are rotating their capital from one coin to another, right? So maybe 2 weeks later we get like a mosquito meme coin.
Mosquito. Sabe. All right, and then also I just saw this right now, just like a quick talk about this. This Launchpads are really heating up. So the last trend that I was seeing was like all the Launchpads are like moving ridiculously. So there's like
I haven't heard about Launchpad since 2021.
Yeah, but I think what was it? Impossible Finance.
Are they?
Dude, they're up a lot. They're up a lot. Trust Swap is up. Like, cause I keep tabs on these things, right? Look at how much these things have grown, right? All these Launchpads, because people are expecting projects to launch, right? People are expecting the bull market. So
I also heard on one of the Alpha Telegram groups they're doing another token pre-sale. So,
but it's just a general swap. I mean, Trust Swap is up. Just up the top of my head, like all the pads are up. Like they're up like aggressive up, like quite a lot. So maybe not the right likely there's gonna be a cooldown, and we see that happening already. The cooldown's happening a little bit, but I see this as a trend, right? Because people are expecting a similar run to last time, in which case having positions in Launchpads is good, right? Weight is also up. They're also doing launches. It makes sense, right? Because there's going to be launches and money's going to be made. So launch pads and anything with launch in it is
it makes perfect sense because it's the bull run. Yeah,
it is a bull. Look at these things. It's a pre-bull. It's a pre-bull.
Pre-bull. When reclaim all-time high, that's when bull, I'd say.
Yep.
The true bull.
So I think it's quite interesting. Like GameFi is also big. So launch pads, games are huge. I think people what's kind of interesting is that the traditional finance industry loves games. We went to the gaming conference here in Hong Kong. People just want to have exposure.
Yeah.
I was actually talking to Ether Games yesterday, which is quite interesting. They actually there's an ad here. I was like, oh, okay, cool. That's cool. But Ether Games was actually doing some really good stuff as well. So I'm excited because if people can get if games can expose players to crypto, it's gonna be good. But games are hard. So anyways, we're going to cover all that in the future episodes. I really appreciate you guys for coming in, tuning in today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I want to keep the stream chill, relaxed. And if you guys can subscribe, it would be very helpful. Also, we have a chat that you guys can join. It's a fully DGen chat. It's our private group. But join it for a lot of shares on stuff that's going on. So let me open it up. I think this is probably... Yet again, I think this last month I'm going to open this up for public because at the end of the day, we don't want too many people in there to be messy. So this one is like show alpha, that's real alpha, but don't show crap in there. So come in the Telegram group, say hi to us. Let's grow the channel, let's grow everything, and stay tuned to this channel because we have a lot more coming up. So this is a good intro. If you guys don't know Ron's been working here heavily, and he's like very aggressive now. He quit gaming for you guys.
Pineapple Love says, speaking of games, he says, which game coin ready to explode? Shrap and Fire.
Shrapnel is not bad. Shrapnel, they recently launched, right?
It's still on the wait list for Epic Game Store.
Okay.
I think they're gonna launch soon.
I saw they were the talk of the town when it came to Bybit. I was in Bybit offices. Everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, Shrapnel, dude, insane volume, insane volume." So I think this has a huge
And I think DWF bought Shrap. So if liquidity, I saw you grin. If market makers buy those tokens, that means they're ready.
DWF,
they're positioning themselves for the bull run when people start buying those tokens. So when people when the GameFi narrative starts getting really hot again, then you'll see Shrap going high. And then when the game comes out, you know what I'm saying?
So yeah, so that's positioning. So guys, I know I haven't been super active in making videos, but I have been super active in crypto. But it's my time to come back. I feel like I was a little bit selfish. I looked after my bags first, unfortunately. I had to buy my coins after position, and I had to execute what I said, and I had to move different money around. But now it's actually a good time. I cleared up enough schedule to make more content.
Yeah.
So as I said, everyone to the office here, Christmas is canceled. Ron's like, shit. Christmas is canceled because it's
I can't see Santa Claus anymore.
It's actually our best time to get our positions in, because if you think about the timing, as for the approval for the ETF, Bitcoin, January could be a possible date, and if January if January something happens there, I don't want to be caught with my pants down. So a lot of the stuff that I'm doing now is to make sure that I'm not caught with my pants down, because that's the worst. That's the last thing you want when a bull market comes. It's like you're caught with your pants down. It's over. It's over. So ARK shares is January the 10th. So if you think about it, we actually only have 20 days for that.
Yeah, that's
not a lot of that's not a lot of time. So you gotta make sure you guys have, for me, I'm not financial advice. For me, I am making sure I have my correct deployments.
Yeah.
I have market in, and also just as a precaution as well. I know I'm a little bit more cautious than usual. I do have extra money to buy the dip if it does happen to come during this during Christmas. I do see that Christmas could cause a potential dip.
Maybe.
But the effect here is that crypto has been going up, and the effect that we've seen is that when people go back and talk about Bitcoin to their families, when the markets are up, it's a multiplying effect. For the last year, Bitcoin has been performing well, right? So anyone who's entered in Bitcoin during this year, they can go back to their families, and instead of getting slaps on the face, they'll be giving gifts and getting love, a lot of love, right? So we've seen that when the 2017 bull market came, people went back, they talked about Bitcoin, and boom, we had the second massive explosion. And this could be it, because Bitcoin is fueled up, right? We got the halvening coming, we got the ETFs being talked about, we got all presidential elections. We got the interest rate potentially going down next year.
3 times I heard.
Yeah, so it's fueled up. This rocket is fueled. So that's why I'm not wasting time on this, right, guys? Play safe, but at the same time, talk about crypto to your families as well.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun. All right, guys, thank you guys so much for watching today.
Peace.